My name's Shaun. I'm the Compliance Technical Director for Environmental Services. Lovely to be here. Great to see all the faces as well in the audience. I'll talk a little bit more about the business. We're doing an overview today. I've got my colleagues, Andy at the back there, going to talk a little bit about water and our compliance systems, and we've got Mark as well, who saw starring on the video for asbestos. He'll do a little bit more in terms of detail on the asbestos side of the business. So environmental services, what do we have here? We've got three businesses that form the environmental services. We've got Rock Compliance, IWS Water Hygiene, and Oracle. Rock Compliance is a water hygiene business. It's been established back in 2017. It's got its roots back in 1994. And I'm proud to say I've been part of it since around about 2009. So really happy to be part of this and really happy to be part of the andwis group as well. Oracle Solutions on the right side there, asbestos business. Again, been around for a long time, really well-established business. And in the middle, we've got IWS. IWS is a new acquisition for andwis, been brought into our environmental division. It's pretty much a carbon copy of Rock Compliance. Rock Compliance being a water hygiene business, IWS being a water hygiene business as well. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through. Water and asbestos, why are they in the same place? Well, a couple of things unite them really. Probably the most important reason is they're both connected through respiratory disease. We've got things like Legionellosis, for example, which is the reason why water hygiene businesses exist out in the marketplace. We're testing water for bacteria, trying to identify Legionella, and if we identify the Legionella bacteria and prevent that escaping out as an aerosol, we can prevent a respiratory disease. Same with IWS. Oracle and asbestos is very similar. The control of asbestos fibers out into the airspace is absolutely critical, again, to prevent respiratory disease. So, number one, that's what connects them. Number two, they're very much businesses that are highly regulated. HSE are involved in the businesses. We get audited by UCAS. Very highly regulated in the UK. The compliance sector with water and asbestos hasn't really changed very much over the years. If you go back, wind the clock back to around about year 2000, year 2000 was a pivotal year in that water hygiene, we introduced ACOP L8, which is the approved code of practice for controlling Legionella in water systems. And asbestos is where that became illegal to actually build with asbestos materials. So again, another link there. I'll talk about national footprints on the next slide with a wonderful slide on the UK. We like to think we're setting ourselves up with the environmental business to be a tech-led business. When we go through to Andy's presentation, I'll talk a bit more about how we're doing that. But tech-led, traditionally, we've had engineers in vans go to sites to collect data, to feed back into asset databases and what have you. We're trying to break the mold on that. We're trying to do things more efficiently. We're trying to make sure that we approach the market in a progressive way. So we've developed remote monitoring. Remote monitoring for their industry is potentially a game changer. When we talk about water hygiene, on a planned preventative maintenance basis, you've got one engineer going to site once a month. With tech, we're able to then have multiple readings on outlets throughout each of the days. And we can have multiple readings every minute if we want to. Not to rob Andy of his presentation, but tech-led as well, and innovation, they kind of go together. We're constantly looking at the market to find products, services that actually enhance what we do. So things like state-of-the-art secondary disinfection systems that would be installed on your incoming mains or on a water circuit, absolutely critical. we spend a lot of time working on the innovations in terms of a stage and gate process. We won't invite a supplier in to supply a product to into our business without giving it thorough checks from a technical and a compliance perspective. Multi-skilled engineers, we send one engineer to site to do one aspect. We try to train all of our engineers through, and unapologetically, we've stolen the School of Rock. And School of Rock for us is something that we can use to train our engineers to deliver any one of our services that we have. We've got guilds, so for example, we can have an engineer come into the business that will be trained on taking a water temperature from an outlet. Okay, it's a basic level type of check. Go through the School of Rock, go through the various different modules that they have to go through, and they can be, in a couple of years' time, a chemist, checking chemical on site, or working on cooling towers, working on water treatment systems, and really see the progression through from a base level entry as an engineer all the way through to something which is quite high tech. We guarantee statutory compliance. I mean, you've seen on a few slides now, but statutory compliance for us means that when we've got a portfolio of sites that we're given by our customers, you give us 100 sites, it's our duty to make sure that each one of those 100 sites is being delivered in a compliant way, and that when you get your reports, when you get audited by HSE, you can say quite with confidence that actually all of my sites are being checked, and actually we've dealt with all of the non-conformances on those sites and prove that you've done something with it. So HSE breathe down our necks quite often and ask for proof to say on particular buildings, okay, have you delivered on your monthly visits? Have you identified any problems on your sites? Have you actually closed the loop and put in any remedial actions off the back of it? So our multi-skilled engineers will not just do the basic temperatures, but we've also got engineers that will deliver on mechanical remedial works as well. So for example, water tanks that show signs of corrosion, they may need stripping out, they may need cleaning. We've got mechanical engineers that will actually carry out the turnkey project as a result of that as well. Even things like water heaters. Water heaters, they've got a shelf life. If they're not producing the temperatures that they need to do, temperature's primary measure of control for Legionella, then we've got a team of people that will actually replace those things as well as. I think I'm running out of time. I'm only on my first slide. Fully national business. We've got ROC compliance, we've got IWS on the water side. They're 200-300 people businesses. We're right in the middle at the moment of combining the two businesses together as part of a large project we've got underway. Once we've integrated them, ROC compliance will be the largest integrated water hygiene business in the UK. I'm very proud to sit behind that. And what comes with that is engineer density. 475 plus engineers delivering work across the country, 3,000 plus satisfied customers, 70,000 buildings. It's a huge portfolio of buildings that we look after. All of it's controlled in a system we've got called EPIC. EPIC, which Andy's looking at me saying, don't say too much, but EPIC, when we find things that are wrong, non-compliance things that are wrong on site, EPIC allows us then to report to customers on a live basis things that need attention. I'll move slightly quicker through this. Water hygiene, water treatment. You saw the video at the beginning of the slide. We've got a production facility up in Bromborough on the Wirral. We're producing and blending chemicals for disinfecting water systems. We're also blending chemicals as well for things like closed systems, so closed system inhibitors, biocides, and all that kind of stuff, as well as air hygiene, another tech area. Again, air hygiene, we do sampling of air systems, quality monitoring, etc. wherever there's a building, we're there as well. Wherever there's commercial building, that is. Every sector that we work in, we've got a really widespread selection of areas we touch. As you'd expect, really great portfolio of customers as well. One of the longest standing ones we have is Bupa. Bupa, we've been there for several years now and look after the full portfolio of properties. One that's not there is Co-op. Co-op is challenging for us as a contract, but we deliver that from all the way from Devon all the way through to Scotland, so very proud to be there. A couple of takeaways from the accreditation. So where is it? I've lost it now. Cyber Essentials, really hot. I mean, our computer systems need to be heavily regulated as much as our service offerings as well. Happy to have that, and also living wage. Living wage, minimum living wage, is a huge attractor for us for bringing in engineers into our system, into our business. So happy to claim that we've got those. Thank you. And frameworks. We're on the big frameworks, and as you'd expect, they are hard fought and hard won by our bid team, but essentially they're there as for you guys in terms of representing the quality of the kind of frameworks that we have on our books. Lastly but not least, we minimise risk, we deliver compliance for our customers, and we try and make it simple for you.